Today we are going to see the poem To Autumn by John Keats. This is one of the last poems written by him. This is in the form of an ode, a very shortened ode. And then in this we see about, it's like a tribute given to autumn season. In the first stanza, autumn season is said to be, is described as a conspirator who conspires along with sun and then produces all this fruits. And in the second stanza, a different role is given to autumn season as a gleaner, as a farmer, as a cider maker, etc. The activities of autumn season is being shown. And in the third stanza, the sounds of autumn season, the music of autumn season is being told. Let's see the poem in detail. Season of mist and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of maturing sun. So autumn season is the close bosom friend of maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run. So the fruits that are in the thatch eaves, thatch eaves means in the thatch huts, the vines that are around the thatch huts is filled with fruits, probably grapes. And then to bench with apples the most cottage trees, the cottage trees are bending down because of the weight of the apples and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core. This is a matured autumn season. This autumn season is a matured autumn season and all the fruits are fully ripe. To swell the gourd and plumb the hazel shells with a sweet kernel, to set budding more and still more later flowers for the bees, until they think swarm days will never cease, for summer has overbrimmed with their clammy cells. So all this, the gourd with the bitter, probably the gourd, there are different types of gourds. Let's take bitter gourd, it swells, and the hazelnuts shells are there, and the fruits are ripened. Apples are so heavy that the cottage trees are bending down. And now let's see the second stanza. Who hath not seen thee oft amid thy store? Sometimes whoever seeks abroad may find thee sitting careless on a granary floor. Here the activity of a farmer, farming is being shown, harvesting is being shown, how all the crops are harvested and how it is stored in the granary floor. Thy hair soft lifted by the winnowing wind, or on a half-ribbed furrow sound asleep, drowsed with the fume of poppies, while they took spears the next swath and all its twined flowers. So next it is shown winnowing. The activity of winnowing is being seen here, and then it is said that they seem to be drowsy by the smell of fume of poppies. And sometimes like a gleaner, those doors keep steady thy laden head across a brook. So sometimes the autumn season is like a gleaner. The activity of gleaning is being shown here. Or by a cedar press with patient look, thou watches the last oozings hours by hours. So another activity shown here is cedar making. Now let us see so these are the three activities that we find in autumn season. First one, harvesting. Second one, winnowing is there, harvesting is there. Then we say gleaning, and then cedar making. Now let us see the last stanza. In the last stanza, the music of autumn season is being said. Where are the sounds of spring? Where are the sounds of spring season? And the poet says that no need to worry about spring season, no need to worry about the songs of spring season, because autumn season has got its own music. Ay, where are they? Think not of them, thou hast thy music too. While barred clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the stubble plains with rosy hue, then in a wailful choir small gnats mourn among the river's swallows, borne aloft or singing as the light wind lives and dies. So there the sounds, first sound that is mentioned is the sound of gnats, the insects. Now, and full-grown lambs loud bleat from hilly bourne. The sounds of the fully grown lambs. Why it is that fully grown lambs? Because this is the time that the lambs are being sent for killing, sold for killing. Hedge cricket sings. The sounds of crickets is also there. And now with tremble soft, the red breast whistles from a garden croft. Then the sounds of red breast robins is also there in autumn season, and gathering swallows twitter in the skies. The twittering sounds of swallows is being seen. So in the first stanza we saw autumn season as a conspirator along with sun. Second stanza we saw the different activities in autumn season, which are those harvesting, winnowing, gleaning, and cedar making. And the last answer, we see the music of autumn season. Which are the music of autumn season? The sound of gnats, the insects, the sound of crickets, the bleating sound of fully grown lambs, then the sounds of red-breast robins, and also the twittering of the swallows. I hope this poem is clear to you. Thank you.